Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a class on the Bhagavad-gita as it is, 7th chapter, text number 1, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 13th of January, 1973, in Bombay, India.
Sri Rupam Chakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam. Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Junjan Madhasraya Asangsang Samagrang Ma Jatha Gyasa Sitachino. Today's subject matter is Krishna Yoga. Yesterday we discussed some portion of it. Krishna is all attractive. Oisajyasya samagrasya bijasya jasasya sriya jnana vairagyasya saraiti bhagangana. Bhagavan. There is definition of Bhagavan. Not that any rascal advertises himself Bhagavan and he becomes Bhagavan. No. Parashar Muni, father of Vyasdev, gave us what do we mean by Bhagavan. Bhaga means opulence and Ban means one who possesses opulence. Just like we have our practical experience, anyone who is very rich, he is attracted, he becomes attracted. Many men go to him for some favor. One who is very influential, he becomes very attractive. One who is very famous, he becomes attractive. One who is very learned, wise, he becomes attractive. One who is very wise, he becomes attractive. And one who is in the renounced order of life. Renounced order of life means one who possesses everything but renounces, does not use it for his personal benefit. Just like a person who is very charitably disposed, he gives everything to the public, he is also very attractive. So these are 6 kinds of attraction. So Bhagavan means one who is in full possession of all these attractive features. He is Bhagavan. Not any rascal loitering in the street and becomes Bhagavan. No. That is misleading. We do not know what is meant by the word Bhagavan. Therefore, we accept any rascal as Bhagavan. Oisajyasya samagras, riches. There are many rich men in Bombay city, but nobody can claim that I am the possessor of all the riches. All the bank money or any money there in Bombay, that is my money. Nobody can say. But Krishna can say, Oisajyasya samagrasya. Samagra riches, not paltry portion of it. Samagra. Oisajyasya samagrasya bijasya. Strength, influence, bijasya. Jasasa, reputation, fame. Just like Krishna spoke this Bhagavad-gita 5,000 years ago, but still it is adored all over the world. not only in India, but all over the world. Bhagavad Gita is known in any country, irrespective of religion or faith. Everyone, any intelligent man, any scholar, any philosopher reads Bhagavad Gita. That means Krishna is so famous. Everyone knows. So, Aishajyasya, and when he was present, he showed his riches. Narad Muni wanted to see how Krishna is managing his 16,000 wives, 16,108 wives. So, when Narad Muni came, he entered each and every palace. There were 16,108 palaces, all marble palaces, bedecked with jewels. There was no need of electricity or light at night. All the palaces were so bedecked with jewels. And the furnitures are made of ivory and gold. Opulences. The gardens are full of parijat trees. And not only that, Narad Muni saw that Krishna was present with each and every wife, and he was doing different types of business also. Somewhere he was sitting with his wife, children, somewhere marriage ceremony was going on of his children, somebody, so many, all, not one kind of engagement. So, this is called opulence, riches. Not that possessing a few tolas of gold, one become God. No. Bhoktaram jagadavasam sarvaloko maheswaram. Srila Krishna declares that I am the supreme enjoyer. Bhoktaram jagadavasam sarvaloko maheswaram. I am the proprietor of the planets. That is richness. Power, so far strength and power is concerned, Krishna, when he was 3 months old, on the lap of his mother, he killed so many demons. So, Bhagavan is not manufactured by some process. Bhagavan is Bhagavan, always Bhagavan. Either he is representing as a child or a boy or youth, he never becomes old. That is another feature of Bhagavan. That is another Aishwarya. We want to keep our youthhood by so many ways, but Krishna is always young. Bhagavan is always young. Bhagavan never becomes old. Advaita achyuta anadi ananta rupam adyam purana purusam navajauvanancha. He is the purana purusam. Purana purusam means the oldest person, because he is adyam, beginning of all purusas. Purusha means the three purusas, Vishnu, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Karanadokshay Vishnu. They are called Purusha. So Adyam Purusam. He is male person. He is not imperson. Imperson is only, he is one bodily feature. So, in spite of his being Adyam, Adi Purusham, the cause of all causes, cause of Mahavishnu, cause of Brahma, still Navajauvanancha. He never becomes old. God never becomes old. That is his opulence. Aishajyasya samagrasya bijasya jasasya. Jasa I have already explained. He is so famous. Still, you cannot find in the history of the world 5,000 years ago who appeared and is still famous. You don't find. There is not a single instance within the human history. But Krishna, he appeared 5,000 years ago during the battle of Kurukshetra, before that, and still he is famous. Not only famous, in India, but is famous all over the world. In each every language, the Krishna word is there, dictionary. He is also stated as Hindu God. But Krishna is not Hindu God or Muslim God, he is God. God is neither Hindu nor Muslim nor Christian. God is God. So, Krishna is Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. There may be many Bhagavans, but Krishna is the original Bhagavan. Ishara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. So, Krishna says, Maya Sakta Mana Prartha Jogam Junjana Madasraya. We have to increase our attachment for Krishna. So how we can increase our attachment for Krishna? Unless we know Krishna, at least something about him. Just like a girl becomes attached to a young boy when she knows about something, about that boy. The more she knows, she becomes attracted. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Siddhanta boliya chitte nakaro aras, iha hoite Krishne lage sudhira manas. If we want to be attracted by somebody, we must know about him something. Simply superficial understanding will not do. Just like we feel sometimes inconvenience in preaching about Krishna, because people here, they think they know everything about Krishna. What they will hear from the Americans and Europeans? What you can teach us? Familiarity breeds contempt. No, Krishna is not so easy to know. Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhaye jatatamabhi siddhanam kaschid vettimam tattata. We have to know Krishna as he is. So know means to hear about him. Because Krishna, we are not directly in contact with him, Krishna. And yoga, Krishna yoga, means to know Krishna and then we become attached or make connection with him. Sambandha. This is called sambandha. We must know what is our relationship with Krishna. That relationship is described by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was inquired by Sanatana Goswami, what is my position, what I am? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that every living entity is eternal servant of Krishna. This is our relationship. We are eternal servant of Krishna. Therefore Krishna is asking here, Maya Sakti. We are eternally related with Krishna. But now, under the influence of this material energy or illusory external energy, we have forgotten Krishna. Therefore Krishna says that you have to divert your attention, attachment to me, Maya Sakta. Mai, Krishna says Mai. Maya Sakta. Maya Sakta Mana. Mind has to be always fixed up in Krishna. This yoga has to be practiced. As Maharaj Ambarish did. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Minda. He was a great emperor. He had many business, political and maintenance of the kingdom. He was always busy, great emperor of the whole world. But he fixed up his mind always on the lotus feet of Krishna. That is called Krishna Shakti. Krishna Shakti, Maya Sakta Mana. Mind has to be fixed in Krishna. The process is very simple. Process is very simple. Everyone at home, in any condition of life, he can fix up his mind in Krishna. Our mind has to be fixed in something because mind is never vacant. It is always fixed up or attached to something. Not for a second our mind is vacant. So this vacancy has to be filled up by the presence of Krishna. That is perfect yoga. And the last chapter, we are speaking from the 7th chapter. In the last chapter, 6th chapter, Krishna says, Yoginam api sarvesam madgata antaratmana sadhyaman bhajati jomang same yuktadamo mata. Yogina, there are many yogis, many different types of yogis. But the best yogi, the foremost yogi, best of all, is he who yoginam api sarvesam madgata, simply in relationship with me, thinking of me, madgata antaratmana, within the core of heart, always thinking of Krishna. Madgata, yoga process means to concentrate the mind upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, generally Lord Vishnu. The Lord Vishnu and Krishna, there is no difference, they are the same. Krishna is the original Vishnu. So, the first class yogi is he who is always concentrating his mind upon Krishna. Yoginam api sarvesam madgata antaratmana sadhyava. Unless you have got Shraddha, you cannot make any progress. Shraddha means faith, just like you have all kept. You have got little faith or more faith, there is faith. Without faith, how you could come here and spare some time for understanding Krishna or hearing about Krishna. So this is the beginning. Sadhyava, sadhyavan bhajati joma. With faith. That faith begins in the Bhagavad-gita. The Krishna is creating that faith personally. He is speaking about himself to create your faith. Krishna says that you are searching after the Supreme. Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvang pravartate. Aham adirhi devana. So, in this way Krishna not advertising himself, but he is presenting himself because he comes down to establish real religious system. Jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharat. Dharma samsthapanartha. He came to establish real religious principle. Real religious principle means to accept the codes of Krishna. Dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranit. Nobody can create religious principle. A man cannot create. That is not possible. Any religious system which is created by man, that is not religion. Religion means what is created by God. That is religion. Dharmantu sakshat. Sakshat means directly. So this Bhagavad Gita is real religion because it is directly spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead for the benefit of the whole human society. And Krishna says also that if you have got any other faith, religion, you give it up. Sarva dharman parityaj. Mam ekam. Only one. God is one. Religion is one. The process of religion is one. And the activity who is in God relationship, his activity is also one. That is oneness. There cannot be any different activities. Therefore Krishna is teaching Maya Saktamana. So, how to increase your attachment? We have got attachment in so many other things. We have got attachment for the body, we have got attachment for the family, we have got attachment for the society, country, or so many things. But Krishna says, Maya Saktamana, that is yoga, that is perfect yoga. And to perform that yoga, Krishna says, Maya Saktamana Pratha Yogang Junjan Madasraya. One has to take shelter of Krishna. You cannot practice Krishna yoga by taking shelter of anything else. You have to take shelter of Krishna. Just like in the 4th chapter, Krishna says that Imang vivasyate yogam praktavan ahamabhyam vivasyan manavi praha manu ikha gavi bravit Evam parampara praptam imang rajarsayo vidu. So the beginning is Krishna. So Krishna first of all explained this Bhagavad Gita to the sun god. Imang vivassate yogam prathaman aham abhayam. So the beginning is from Krishna. And it was spoken first to the sun god. The sun god explained to his son, Manu, Vivasate. Vivasate Manu. This age is Vaivasata Manu age. There are so many things we have to learn, but we are neglecting. In one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus. And each Manu's age is 43 lakhs of years multiplied by 72. So, now it is the age of Vaivasata Manu. Out of the 14th Manu, this is the 7th Manu, it is going on. So, this age is called Manu. Manu, the father of the humankind. Manusya. There is Manu Samhita to give direction to the people, how to act, how to live. That is Manu Samhita. So, in this way, we have to learn the philosophy of Krishna, which is directly spoken by Krishna, not interpreted by anyone. That is Krishna philosophy. If it is interpreted or misinterpreted by some so-called scholar, we cannot accept them scholar who misdirect people by misinterpretation of Bhagavad Gita. That is not very good. Otherwise, why people are so much misdirected? Because the so-called scholars and philosophers, they have misdirected. They have tried to kill Krishna from Bhagavad Gita and push forward their own rascal philosophy. So that is not good. We have to learn Bhagavad Gita directly from Krishna. That is Mayasam. That is real Bhagavad, because Krishna says, Evam parampara praptam imam rajasaya vidu. By the parampara system, all the great kings, rajasaya, they understood Bhagavad Gita. So we have to accept the Bhagavad Gita by the parampara system. Not we manufacture our own interpretation. That is not Bhagavad Gita. That is misusing the Bhagavad Gita. So, if you want to increase our attachment for Krishna, then the Shraddha is the basic principle, faith. Yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even if we don't accept Him, at least everyone accepts Krishna, the greatest personality. So, that much faith is the beginning of Ashakti, attachment for Krishna. That little faith, salpam apiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Now, you have to increase that faith. That increased faith means, as it is enunciated by Rupa Goswami, adau shraddha. If you have got little faith, to increase the faith, just yourself associate with the devotees. Adau shraddha tato sadhu sangha. Because just like if you want to do some business, if you want to increase the volume of business, you have to associate with businessmen of the same line. Just like there are different mercantile associations, share brokers association, grain merchant association, oil seed merchant association. So to increase the volume of business, one has to associate with the similar persons. So if you want to increase your faith in Krishna, then you have to associate with Krishna bhaktas. Associate. Ado sadhya tato sadhu sam. This sadhu means Krishna bhakta. Without becoming Krishna bhakta, according to Bhagavad Gita, nobody can become a sadhu. That is also explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Sadhu reva samantabhya. Who? Bhajate mam ananya bhak. Opite sudurachara. Bhajate mam ananya bhak. Sadhu reva samantabhya. He is sadhu. Not that sadhu simply like me, change the dress or having a long beard and no. The sadhu means one who is purely devotee of the Lord. He is sadhu. Bhajate mam anannava, without any deviation. One who has taken Krishna, the Supreme Lord, as the only worshipable, he is sadhu. Sadhava sadhu bhusana, titikshava karunikas, sadhava sadhu bhusana, ajata satrava shanta, sadhava sadhu bhusana. These are the definition of sadhu. Sadhu means titikshava, one who has taken Krishna as the Supreme Lord, Krishna as the Supreme Person. He has to tolerate so many things, so many criticisms, so many tribulations, just like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj had to undergo so much tribulation from the hands of his father because he became a sadhu, Krishna Bhakta. The only fault was that he was a Krishna Bhakta. Even the father, the atheistic father, became enemy. He wanted to kill him. You know Prahlad Charitra. If there is opportunity, he shall speak. It is horrible. 5 years old boy, because he was chanting Hare Krishna, Narayana, the father became enemy. Titikshava. Therefore, a sadhu has to become very tolerant. Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur became a sadhu, a devotee of Krishna. He came from Mohammedan community. In those days, the Mohammedan Qazi, magistrate, called him that you are Mohammedan and why you are chanting Hare Krishna, the Hindus' God's name. So he very mildly replied, my dear sir, there are many Hindus, they have also become Mohammedans. So suppose I have become a Hindu, so what is the fault? He became very angry and he was ordered to be caned in 7 markets, you see. So there are so many dangers. Although the time is not so much polluted, people are liberal. Just like I am preaching in the Western countries. So nobody has checked. The government has not checked because the time is not so cruel. Although in that Western country, Lord Jesus Christ was crucified. So there is sometimes danger to become Krishna Bhakta. Therefore people avoid it. At least the criticism is there. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Tinadupi sunichena taroropi sahisnuna omanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. One has to become tolerant like the grass. Tinadupi sunichena. Sunichena, that's like we are trampling over the grasses. So many people are going on. No protest. Trees. We are cutting trees, we are taking their leaves, their fruits, taking shelter of the trees. When there is sunrise, it is very scorching, and still we are cutting. Tolerant. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given these 2 instances. Taroropi sahisnuna, tinadupi sunichena, amanina manadena. For oneself, for personal self, don't claim any respect, but you give respect to all others. Amanina manadena, kirtaniya sadari. If you can situate yourself in this position, then you can chant Hare Krishna mantra very peacefully. It will not be disturbed. If you begin chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then your friends will criticize. It is very easy job. But for the fear of criticism for my friends, I do not like to chant. I do not like to take the beads. I can carry a transistor throughout the whole road, but if I carry one bead, I will be criticized. So one has to be tolerant. Now these European American boys, they don't care for any criticism. They have given their so-called hats and coats, and they are chanting, they are going on the street chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Not only here, in European, big cities, New York, London, Hamburg, Berlin, everywhere. So they don't care for this so-called criticism. They are fixed up and people are accepting. So this is called increasing the Shraddha, faith. Ado Shraddha, To increase your attachment for Krishna, the basic principle is Shraddha, faith. Then the faith is created by reading Bhagavad-gita. You can understand what is Krishna. Then you can have your faith, oh, here is God. That much. And sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam. This is the beginning of faith. Then now I must engage myself in the devotional service of Krishna. You may write very so-called scholarly comments, but you have simply wasted your time. If you have not come to the conclusion that now I shall engage myself in the service of Krishna, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. If you do that, that is the beginning of Shraddha. Then other things. Maya saktamana prartha yogam jinjan madasraya. This has been explained by Kaviraj Krishnadas Goswami. Shraddha sabde vishwas sudhira nishchay Krishna bhakti koile sarva karma krita hai. This is Shraddha. Shraddha means, Shraddha sabde vishwas, full faith, sudhira, very firm, nishchay, with conviction. That is Shraddha. Shraddha sabde vishwas sudhira nishchay. What is that vishwas? What is that faith? Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita hai. If I devote myself in Krishna consciousness, in the service of Krishna, all my work will be perfect. This is called Shraddha. If you have got hesitation that some percentage to Krishna, some percentage to my family, some percentage to my country, some percentage to my dog, some percentage in this, no. Simply, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. That faith, if you can raise yourself to that platform of faith, that is the beginning of faith. Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita. Krishna is a supreme. So, by serving the supreme, you can serve everyone. Jatha tarormula nisechanena tripantis tatkanda bhujopasakha pranopaharat jathe indriyana tatha sarvahanam achyutaijya. This is called Jatha tarormula nisechanena. If you pour water on the root of the tree, the water reaches to the branches, to the twigs, to the leaves, to the flowers, to the fruits, automatically. You simply pour water on the root. That is the system. If you pour water on the every leaf, I think you will have no time. There are millions of these. How you can? No. Take the root and pour water and it will reach. That is the way. Similarly, if you love your society, your friends, your country, your family, yourself, your dog, everything, if you love Krishna, all love will be distributed. But if you don't love Krishna, it will never be perfect. Therefore, the whole world is confused. They do not know what to repose the love. They do not know. Therefore, Krishna is canvassing. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam. Come here. Love me. Increase your attachment for me. Everything will be all right. Otherwise, it is simply vague. Sramae vahi kevalam. Simply waste of time. Dharma sanusthita pungsang vishakshena kathasuja. Notpadayedarating jadi sramae vahi kevalam. It is simply waste of time. The whole world is trying to formulate the United Nations, how to love the nations one another. But there is no Krishna. Therefore, 20 years they are trying to unite the nations, but they are simply becoming disunited. They are missing the point. They do not know how to unite. If you want to unite the whole human society into one, take to this Krishna consciousness. You will be united politically, socially, religiously, culturally, philosophically, in any way. Because Krishna is everything. Aham sarvasya prabhava. Krishna is the root. sarva karana karanam, Ishara Parama Krishna, Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadi Radhi Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. So take the route and your business will be successful. That is the effect of studying Bhagavad Gita. Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Krita Hai. Simply by engaging yourself in the devotional service of Krishna, all our other activities will be perfectly done. This is the secret of success, Krishna consciousness. Try to understand this. Saddha Sabde Vishya Sudhira Nishcha Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Kritaha. This is the whole philosophy. And practical example, just like if you pour water on the root of the tree, then the water, that water may be small, but because it is supplied, there are many examples. Just like if you pay your taxes to the government, it is distributed throughout the whole state, to the education department, to the water department, this department, that department. You are utilizing so many things, but you put your tax in one place to the government, it is distributed. So therefore, the Jagga system is recommended in the Vedic way of culture to satisfy the Supreme. Vishnu aradhate, nana tattva sotanam, varnasama charavata, varnasama achuravata, purushena parapuman, Vishnu aradhate pungsa, nana tattva karanam. Jagga. Jagga means to satisfy the Supreme Personality of God. To satisfy. But we do not know. Our culture is being told, we do not know what is Supreme Personality of God. We do not know what is God. Everything forgot. If we speak about God, they think that these people have become crazy. That in this modern civilization, he's talking of God. What is the nonsense? This is the position. But that is not the fact. God is there. God is there. God is personally canvassing here, Krishna. How you can say God is not there? God is there. God must be there. Otherwise, how things are going on? Because you are within this body. Although you cannot see yourself, we cannot see ourselves, where I am in this body. But I am in this body. As soon as I go away from this body is useless. Not even worth furthering. There's such nice brain, such nice dress, such nice activity. As soon as I go away, I leave this body. Tatha dehantaram prapti. As I leave this body and accept another body, this body is useless. Immediately. Similarly, you are seeing the whole cosmic manifestation, the gigantic body of this material world. So there is something soul. Just like in this body there is soul. Similarly, this gigantic body has got a soul, that is God. How you can deny it? In Shastra we say, Ekapasau rachayatam jagadanda koti jachaktirasti jagadanda chaya jadantam annantarastham paramanu chayantarastham govindamadi purusham tamang majami. Ekapasau rachayatam. Just like this body has developed. How it has developed? Because the spirit soul is there. The spirit soul is injected by the semina of the father, and it is put within the womb of the mother. And then the two secretion develops into a small body like a pea, and that develops gradually. When the development is complete, on the 7th month, the child moves. His sense consciousness comes. He is in the dreaming condition. In the beginning, he is unconscious, susupti. Then dreaming condition. He returns to his consciousness, and then he wants to come out. And then in due course of time, at the end of 10 months, the child comes out. This is the process of bodily construction, material bodily construction. Karmana daiva netrena jantar deho upapatti. This is the beginning of body. So, a dead child coming out does not grow because the soul is not there. So unless the soul is there, there are so many instances. a very nice big machine, aeroplane, 747. But if there is no pilot, who will drive it? The machine is worthless unless there is the pilot. Similarly, this is also machine, this body. Jantra rudhani maya.